Hello, my dear students. Welcome to online class. So, today I am going to take revision class for 8th standard. Okay, my dear students, as you know that your examinations are going on. For this purpose, I am going to take some important revision regarding the question answers which is related to social science. Okay, so first we'll start along with a question that is like this here. What is the problem with the periodization of Indian history that James Mill offers? So here the question is going to ask that what problem has occurred with the periodization, when periodization has been taken place, when the dividation of Indian history that has been taken place according to James Mill, and what is going to offer. Okay, so James Mill divide Indian history into three periods. Mainly James Mill has divided Indian history into three periods. So that is Hindu, Muslim and British. So as you know that children here, before the Muslims and British invaded India, there were Hindu rulers. Okay, for this reason he divided history and given a first place for Hindu, then second here Muslim and British. Okay, like this the periodization has going to be taken place. This periodization has its own problem. So the periodization when he did at that time, a problem has been taken place. So it is difficult to refer to any period of history as Hindu or Muslim. So children, there is a problem to say that the history, the period must and should be divided as Hindu or Muslim. So why there is a problem? Because a variety of faiths existed simultaneously in these periods. As you know that children, we are living in a diverse country. So our India, it is called as a unity in diversity. So many beliefs are there. So many beliefs has been occurred in this period only. It is also not justified to characterize an age through the religion on the rulers of the time. So here we can't justify on the basis of the religion. Okay. So what it suggests is that the lives and practices of others do not really matter. So according to him, the lifestyle and the practices, it is not going to matter. It is worth mentioning that even rulers in ancient India did not all share the same faith. So according to him here, the rulers of India, they did not share the same faith. Okay, different faiths is going to be believed. So because of this reason, there is a problem in periodization when James Mill was here dividing the history. Okay, we'll move to the next question. The next question is like this, children. Here you can see that why the British preserve official documents. So why they have given more importance for the protection of official documents? Well, there are so many reasons, children. Here the British preserved documents because of some reasons. The first reason is that any information or proof of any decision can be used for the from the preserved documents. Sorry, here from the preserved documents. So any information if we required regarding that time or proof, so what kind of decision has been taken on that time, so these preserved documents are going to be give all such kind of information. Okay, so these are the important proof. Then they preserved documents reveal the progress made by country in the past. So these documents, these are going to give a clear picture what kind of progress has been done in the country in the past. Okay, along with this, one can study the notes and reports which were prepared in the past. These are really very helpful to study the notes and reports which is going to be prepared in the past. Their copies may be made and used in modern times. So whatever documents, the notes, so the progress reports, so those can be read out in the modern times. So these documents were helpful in understanding social, economic and history of those times. So these documents are really very useful to understand the social life of the period which has been led at that time. Then along with this, children, what kind of economic progress was there, what kind of profession that has been followed by the ancient people, and here history of the those times. So these are going to be clearly known by the documents which is going to be protected by the Britishers. Okay, so we will move forward here. How will the information historians get from old newspapers be different from that found in the police reports? The question is like this, children. Please observe here. How the information that is going to be get by the historians but through the old newspapers, these are different, which is going to be found in police report. Well, the information printed in newspaper are usually affected by the views and opinions of the reporters. So whatever opinions were there, that or information that is going to be collected by the reporters, that is going to be affected. So news editors, etc. But what historians find in police reports are usually true and realistic. So here, children, the newspapers, these are whatever the opinion, this is going to be given by the reporters and the news editors, these are only going to be dispatched. No, but children, here the police reports, these are going to give a clear and true and realistic picture to the historians. Okay, so here you can see that the different form that found in police reports, these are really very true and realistic one. Okay, so we will move forward. Can you think of examples of surveys in your world today? Think about how toy companies get information about what young people enjoy playing with, or how the government finds out about the number of young people in school. What can a historian derive from such surveys? Well, children, here they are going to ask that how we are going to gather the information through your schools, through your newspapers, through other sources. Okay, and here very important thing what they did here is surveys. Surveys are, these are going to be carried out by the government and private companies. So how the surveys are going to be taken place on demographic changes. So whatever demographic changes has been taken place, employment, incomes, taste, interest, positions, etc. So these are going to give a really clear picture about the information what we are going to seek. Okay, then manually or with use of technology. So we are also going to get the information through the manually by visiting the houses with the use of the technology. So these are really very helpful sources to get the information. Okay, children, then along with this, at different places like homes, schools, institutions, malls, we are going to gather the information. Historians may get information about preferences, lifestyle, demographic changes, political, social, economic life. So like this, through the surveys, all information is going to be collected. Okay, we'll move forward. So here the next question is like this. Why does a democratic country need a constitution? Why does a democratic country need a constitution? As you know that, children, here democracy means it is a people's government. The government has to work according to the interest of the people, because people are only going to elect their representatives. Okay, according to their interest, the government has to move on. So for this purpose, here democratic country, it need a constitution, because as you know that, children, here the constitution means it is a set of rules and regulation to administer a state. For this purpose, constitution is required. Okay, along with this, children, here so many reasons are there. Why does a country need a constitution? A democratic country needs a constitution because in a democracy, people choose their representatives. So first only I would have said you, children, here people are going to select their representatives through periodic elections are going on. No, children, at that time they are going to select the representatives. and the leaders might misuse their powers. So people, they have selected their representatives, but the leaders, they are going to misuse their power, children. So here at that time, constitution provides, or it is going to safeguard against this. Constitution has given several provision to protect their rights. Okay. In a democracy, the constitution is going to ensure that the dominant group does not use power against less powerful groups. So children, here you can see that in a democracy, the constitution, it is going to guarantee that the dominant group, the strong group, it does not have a power to use its power on the less powerful group. Okay, so for example, here I can tell you that children, here one rich group is there. Okay, rich people's group is there, so it is going to use its power to discriminate the poor people's group. So this should not happen, no children. So here the constitution is going to guarantee that here the most powerful group, it is not going to use its power on the less powerful group. Okay, then the constitution guarantees fundamental rights. It is going to give the fundamental rights like right to education, right to equality. These thing is going to be provided for the people of the country. Okay, due to this reason the constitution is required. Okay, for their why these fundamental rights are there? What is the use of these fundamental rights? Well children, fundamental rights to the citizens for their social, economic and political welfare. So here no one is going to be discriminated on the basis of his social background. Means no one is going to be discriminated on the basis of his caste, on the basis of his social status. Okay, and no one is going to be discriminated on the basis of his economic status. And here each and everyone must and should live in a harmony. Okay, each and everyone, they must and should get a social, economic and political justice. For all this purpose children, here the constitution is required in a country. Okay, so I hope you understood all these question answers, and I really feel that this revision session will be proven really very much helpful for your examination purposes. Okay children, so here watch this video until the end and remember the important points which has been dispatched in this question answer forms. Okay, so thank you for watching this video children, and best of luck for your examination. We will meet in a new video along with a new concept. Until then children, take care of yourself.